This is your weekly moment of growth.
Just the other day, Falcon 9 and SpaceX were set to make history. They were going to take off of North American soil for the first time in 11 years to transcend into space. And it was done in a completely unique and new way. But some hiccups happened along the way, and there was too much cloud cover in order for them to take off. Now, that was something out of their control. They've rescheduled till tomorrow, which is Saturday. So what I wanted to, and why I bring this up, is they didn't cancel forever. There are certain things in our lives that get roadblocks. We set goals, time frames in which we want to meet goals, and we might not get there in time. But why do we quit then? Why do we tap out when we don't reach our goals at a specific time? There's certain things in our life that are out of our control, right? So why is it that we give up? Now, as a lot of you know, it was always my goal to speak on stages all over the world, tell my story, and hopefully inspire one or two people to live life fully. And so I set out and did this podcast, and I was like, this is going to blow up, and everybody's going to hire me to speak, and it's going to be this grand experience. But the reality is, it didn't happen that way. It took a long time for this podcast to grow. And then people only wanted to hire me to talk about podcasting. They didn't care about my personal story. But what I realized was if I continued to move forward in my goal, it would happen. And so I continued to push forward. I continued to share my story more readily. And now I get hired to share my story and inspire people all over to think a little bit differently, to realize that, hey, if I could do it, you could do it too, right? And so sometimes we set these goals and we have deadlines and we have this grand vision in our head and we don't get there. And something my mom said to me at one point when one of my former businesses failed, I called her up and I said, Mom, we're shutting the doors on the business. We've kind of lost all of our money and we can't move forward. And I was extremely sad at the time. And my mom said something that I didn't realize was so profound then, but I realize now. And what she said to me was, Justin, you're headed in the right direction. Keep your head up and keep moving forward. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if we set this goal from 1 year from now we hit a weight goal, or 1 year from now we hit a financial goal, or 1 year from now we have 50 employees, 100 employees, 1,000 employees. What matters is that we're headed in the right direction and we're enjoying the journey. SpaceX is still going to launch, just a couple days late. Your dreams can still launch, even if it's later than you expected. So here's what I challenge you to do. If at any time you fall short, or any time you don't hit that goal by a specific time, keep moving forward and keep inching toward that goal. I promise you that you will get there as long as it's something that's near and dear to your heart.